Look at the material.
You should be going home
You can
anyway.
be the judge of it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who this be, it's your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about this TV show series called Dare Me that came on Netflix, I believe December 29th, 30th. Yeah. So the show Dare Me was originally on USA, the USA network, and it's like it was based off this book by Megan Abbott, and she also had a hand in producing the show, so I think the show really went well. So I found out that the show got canceled because after having really good reviews, because USA Network decided to focus more on what's it called, unscripted TV shows, like basically reality shows. And it seems like the trend is that a lot of TV show networks are deciding to be more reality based, which is kind of sucking because now it's going to be left into the hands of streaming services. And streaming services are great and all, but not everybody's going to purchase or have a subscription to like 5 to 7 different streaming services just to watch maybe 1 or 2 shows that are, their own specific streaming services, show or movie that's, privy to them. So, but USA, because it's just like, yeah, we're moving away from cable, but now we're moving away from cable to having to purchase, let's say $50 to $80 worth of subscriptions, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you're moving away from cable to kind of pay the same type of money to watch all these different things, that you used to pay for cable for. But yeah, let's talk about the show. Yeah, so the show starts off, like the first 2 to 3 episodes, I was just like, okay, when is it getting back to, like, what's the plot? What's going on? So we have cheerleader friends, best friends at that, Beth and Addie. Beth and Addie are cheerleaders. I'm going to say they're 17 years old, probably juniors, seniors. Addie, she's trying her best, her hardest to, get a cheerleading scholarship so she can go to college. So basically she's trying her best at cheerleading so she can go to college. So, and Beth is really good at cheerleading. Beth, there's basically three main characters. There's Beth, Addie, and Coach Colette or Coach French. So those are 3 main characters. So Beth basically has a single mother. Her father basically cheated on her mother with the neighbor next door and basically got a kid with the neighbor next door, and is now the football coach, her high school football coach, at the school. And her father is kind of rich. So, and she basically has to see her father with another woman and, her stepsister all the time. So she's had that issue while her mom is kind of like day drinking in her, sorrows and wallows, all that, going through it. And so she has that type of, life basically. So she's kind of like all angry all the time, or decides to use cheerleading as her place that she has control. Then we have Addie. Like I said, Addie's trying her best to get a cheerleading scholarship, so she's practicing cheerleading. Her mom's a single mom who is also a cop. So yeah. So we have that. Then we have Coach Colette. So Coach Colette, she was a high school cheerleader, I think, and also went on to be a college cheerleader. She went to UCF as a college for her college career, and she now gets to come back to her hometown. I think that's her hometown or whatever. So she gets to come back, or they kind of they live in the Midwest. So the Midwest, they scope her out because they needed someone to coach the cheerleaders. So she comes back for this cheerleading position, and she cheerleads these people. And she has a husband and a daughter. So then later on, we see at this party, all the cheerleaders are, getting a little drunk, whatever. The next thing you know, Beth pulls out a gun, starts shooting it, and then she points it at Addie, and I'm just like, you pointed at Addie? And then the thing is, they never really talk about that ever again. Like, she pointed the gun at Addie, and they never talk about that ever again. I'm just like, bruh, did we forget this? But anyway, so they came back. She lost her phone into the woods, so they had to come back. And when they came back, they found out that the coach Colette was cheating on her husband with this Marine dude. So, and the Marines, there's like this thing with the Marines. The Marines are posted at the high school, so they're all trying to recruit all these high schoolers, or trying to recruit these people. So they're like posted at their high school basically every day, like their job, and they're trying to find, people or students to recruit. So we have that type of storyline. But yeah, so basically, Beth, she just didn't like the coach from Jump Street. So after she saw that, he found out that the coach was cheating on her husband, she has footage. She actually took a video of that going down. So then Addie was just like, did he take a video? And she was like, no, I didn't take a video. So Addie didn't believe her. So Addie took her phone, tried to find out where the video is. But, Beth was kind of smart. She actually has the video on her computer, and she actually did take the video. So there's that. So let's talk about the Marine, Sarge Will. Sarge Will, if you know him, he's Matt Donovan from the Vampire Diaries. So he's the one that the coach is cheating on. With, whatever. So we see the dynamic is that Beth and Addie are very close friends, maybe closer than you would like to think. And then Addie decides to be close. Addie and the coach has this like weird relationship. Like, they're friends, like she's friends with her coach, but it just seems like they're just way too close, okay? They're just way too close. They had another party at this motel. And one of the Marines, assaulted Beth. Basically left her, all passed out in a car. And Addie found her, and Addie couldn't take her to her mom. So Addie went to the coach's house, which was like, what? But, so she took it to the coach's house, and there was like this whole story behind what actually happened. So Addie took her to the coach's house. The coach was like, why did you even bring her here? Like, you know better than that. But she was like, I can't take her to her mom because her mom's a cop. And they were underage drinking. Like, the underage drinking in the show, they were literally drinking and driving at the same time. I was like, what? Anywho, so this whole dynamic with the coach and Addie, I'm just like, at first I was rooting for Addie. I was just like, yes, Addie, blah, blah, blah. But then Addie just disappointed me. And then, at first you disliked Beth because, Beth was kind of being a little messy. But then at the end, you kind of realized, like, Beth is not that bad. She's really not that bad. So we see Beth have this secret that she keeps, the secret that she got assaulted by one of the Marines. And then she still keeps the secret that she still has a video of the coach and Sarge Will. So she has those two secrets that she's keeping from Addie, even though Addie's kind of suspicious about the video part. So, Addie just does not like, not Addie, Beth does just not like Coach Colette at all. So, anytime she gets to like, rub it in her face, she will. So, Addie has this like kind of friendship with the coach. She like covers for her when she's cheating on her husband. She's always having these like little one-on-one talks with the coach. Also, Addie gave Coach Colette the bracelet that Beth gave her. So Beth was kind of like heated, like, why would you give her the bracelet I gave to you? But So this is where it gets messy, gets downhill. So one night, in the middle of the night, Coach Colette calls Addie out of her sleep to a murder scene, a crime scene. They see Sarge Will's body. And I'm just like, so why did you call Addie, a minor, underage girl, at a crime scene for? She says later on because she needs help. She just wanted someone to be there with her. So I'm just like, what? You just called her just to see the body? Because when she was at the crime scene, she was like, oh, don't touch anything, don't touch anything. So why would you even call me? Make me drive all the way to someone else's house or apartment just to see a dead body, and then say that, oh, I just found him like that. I'm just like, Addie's so naive to believe that. And then she like keeps on asking Coach questions, which is rightfully so. She has to ask questions, but then she's not believing Beth, her best friend, that like, yo, this coach is weird. This coach is not who you know should be trusting. And Addie's like, no, I trust the coach, blah blah blah. To find out, you know, if it wasn't for Beth went to the crime scene and she was just like, yo, why is your Hamza bracelet at the crime scene? And Beth or Addie was just like, how would you know that? How would you know that? And she was like, okay, when push comes to shove, that coach is not going to have your back like I have your back. So turns out that's the truth. And turns out some crazy mess happens. Like, what? Very confused why Coach Colette called Addie. And then Beth really does keep the secrets, because she kept the secret about her salt. She kept the secret that she actually has a video of Coach Colette and Sarge Will. And she also finds out on her own that Addie was at the crime scene, because when she took Addie home, she heard Addie saying his mouth. So at first glance, you would think like, oh, she got that information from her mom, because they found out that, you know, the gun was pointed to Sarge Will's mouth, not his head. Because I was like, when Addie found the teeth, what do you like his teeth are on the ground. But the biggest plot twist, because you hear it when Beth was speaking to the old lady out in the apartment complex, and the old lady was like, oh, the blonde haired girl, I have my theory is that she is killing off Marines. So I was just like, I'm not sure if she's killing off Marines, because what? I'm like kind of confused. So next thing you know, at the end, you find out that her and her husband was actually in on it the whole time. We're actually in on it the whole time, because she was like, because when Addie was like, okay, texting her outside her window, like, yo, talk to me, you gotta tell me stuff, I have a lot of questions. Like, okay, why were you there? Why was your hair wet? You know, you actually see that there was a cigarette that she had to throw away. Like, why would you throw away a cigarette if you weren't there, if you just found the man there? Also, yeah, why was your hair wet? Also, where's my Hamza bracelet? The one that Beth gave to me and I gave to you. So as soon as she saw the text, like, where's my Hamza bracelet, she's like, she goes crazy. She's like, where's the Hamza bracelet? Where's the Hamza bracelet? So she tells her husband, Matt, her husband's Matt. She tells her husband, she's like, where's the bracelet? And he's like, the one that Addie gave to me. So they all tearing up their whole house to find that bracelet. I'm like, what? And she's like, when we were there. I'm like, what do you mean when we were there? So that means that they were in on it. So the old lady was kind of right, or she was actually right, that they are killing off these Marines. So I was just like, whoa, I was shook, because I was just like, wait. Because the plot twist was like, okay, her going crazy about the bracelet, but like, the fact that the husband knows all along that she was just cheating on him, or if it was just a whole, you know, ploy to do that. So she's really gonna try to get Kurtz is kind of a bad dude, so or he is a bad dude, so her like ratting out on Kurtz, not to like whatever. But like, she basically killed Sarge Will, or her and her husband killed Sarge Will. And I'm like, Addie should have listened to Beth. Like, even though Beth has her own problems and whatnot, she's your best friend. I mean, I don't think she would lead you astray, okay? I don't think she would lead you astray. So, I mean, over a coach that you met like maybe 3 months ago, like, come on, bro. Come on. I was just so annoyed that Addie was just being so naive. Like, you really telling me that she believed that the girl just showed up to his apartment, didn't want to call the cops. Like, you could have called the cops anonymously. Like, come on, call the cops anonymously. If you had to, didn't want to call the cops. No, just let somebody else find his body. Like, what? Like, you could have called the cops anonymously. Like, she didn't even have, like, she was going a little weird. Then she went through Addie's phone. I'm like, when did she find out what Addie's password was? She goes to Addie's phone, look through her text messages, like, sees that she doesn't really text that many people. She texts Beth, you. She has a group chat, a cheerleading group chat, and her mom, and maybe some the other guy, the guy that the Marines are trying to recruit. I was just like, why are they trying so hard to recruit that guy? Like, he's the only one that they're pinpointing that dude to recruit. I'm like, why are you trying so hard to recruit him? What? But I really want for it to be a second season, definitely. Also, I mean, if you guys remember You was a show on Lifetime that got canceled after season 1. Then season 1 got onto Netflix, and then Netflix took it up and, you know, made it their own. And now they have season 2 and season 3 is coming on the way. So if Dare Me goes into that footsteps, I mean, that would be great. Because if everybody knows because the show is really good. Like, it was a really good show. It wasn't like lacking in views. It's just because USA decided that they wanted to do more reality TV shows, which really kind of sucks, because it's just like a lot of their good dramas or TV show dramas are getting canceled or getting, like, you know, taken off because they want to do more unscripted TV shows, which is just like, okay, really, how many more reality TV shows do we want to watch? But that was a good show. I was just bored because I watched basically everything. Like, I basically watched basically everything. I have like so many more reviews to come, so stay tuned. But that was a good show. It was based off a book by Megan Abbott. So, and seems like she's like ready for a season 2 as well. So if that happens, I'll be watching, because I was just like, at first I was just like, where's the plot? Where's the plot? And the next thing you know, I was like, oh snap, really? So please don't tell me that Addie gets framed for this, because I'm just like, Addie, you shouldn't be that naive. Then her mom also found her gym shoes that smells like chlorine or Clorox. So her mom's gonna probably ask her about, like, okay, why are your shoes, your cheerleading shoes, are in a plastic bag in your closet that smells like bleach? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good show, has 1 season, but there's probably still some hope that Netflix might, you know, turn this around and make their show their own. So I don't know. If you guys want to watch this series, this pretty good show, yeah. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, and concerns. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.